Just subscribe to Pam. I'm gonna misplace her name. Pam something. Lara Chia, and I heard her on the Liberty and Homeschooling podcast with Graham. I'm not sure of Graham's last name. And something about what she said made me think I really wanted to just take a few minutes and document the a little bit about our story. So Noah was 13 months old, and I went to the library. I wanted to learn a little bit more about Magda Gerber. I had read something about her in a book that my father-in-law had bought me when I first became a teacher, and I was really intrigued by her approach and her story. So I wanted to find something. So I went to the library, I looked for Magda Gerber, and I saw there was a book called Baby Knows Best. And it was published kind of in conjunction with the RIE organization, which stood for Resources for Infant Educators. Now that RIE organization was started by Magda Gerber. So I looked at the book, and it was called Baby Knows Best, something about encouraging your child to be independent and resourceful. And I was like, okay, this seems a little bit too good to be true, and kind of not kitschy, but I don't know what the word, like maybe even gimmicky. Like, this is going to be a big ball of baloney. And so I got home, I could not put it down. I mean, I think I just read it and absorbed it so quickly. And one of the suggestions was to create a play space for your child where, if for example, if you got locked out of the house, you know that once you got back in, maybe even hours later, that your baby would be wet and tired and hungry, but they would be safe. So a safe place for your child to direct their own activities. So that was one of the first things we did. We set up an extra bedroom in the house, took out any furniture, took out anything that could fall over, like a lamp or anything like that, and just put small things in there. So again, Noah was 13 months old. And we started letting him play in there. And as I was reading the book more, then there was this part that said, developing the skill of observation it takes some time, but here's one thing that you can do. Sit for just 5 minutes and watch your child and see what they do. So we started this. We sat there, my wife and I together. We sat there for 50 minutes, and our son did not look up at us once. He just engaged. He just looked for he was not even walking yet. He was definitely crawling around a lot, and he walked not long after that. So this was amazing, and we've been hooked ever since. And so we've gone on to read Janet Lansbury. There's some other things we found. We found her blog and her website and her podcast, and there's have not been many other authors that we found. We found the RIE group on Facebook and joined that. So Noah is 4 now, so we are 3 years in, and we've since discovered John Holt and his work, and Carol Black and the work that she's done. It's just been a fantastic journey, and so we've gone from self-directed play as a toddler. Oh, I forgot to mention Teacher Tom, who helps with a co-op preschool in Seattle, Washington. And all of those resources have just been invaluable. So that's a little bit about our story and why we're so excited to bring this to other families.